From within Campus Connect, you have the tabs that are at the top. One of the tabs does say Library. Click on that Library tab. And then on the left side of the page, any place within the image of the virtual library, that is a link. And you can go directly into the virtual library by clicking on that. Where we're going to go today mainly is in that top left-hand section of the middle called Search and Find. So if you go ahead and click on that, the first area of Search and Find that we're going to go in and briefly talk about is the Articles page. The first article database is EBSCOhost. And if any of you have been through an orientation with an English class, we went into EBSCOhost. We went into one of the databases. The database you probably went into with me was Academic Search Premier. There is a list of databases within EBSCOhost, and if you click on the title EBSCOhost, it will take you to that list. There are over 20 databases within EBSCOhost. This is the list of those databases. You can scroll down through this list, look for something that would be of interest. The one that is the default is Academic Search Premier. So if I did a search right now, it would be within Academic Search Premier. You can go down that list, look at other databases. If you're in a health program, the database that you probably would want to go into is Health Source Nursing Academic Edition. Everything is going to be health related. If you're looking for health information for a speech or for some other paper, there is another database called Health Source Consumer Edition. Just another way of getting information. One is academic side, one is the consumer side. There are a lot of other databases that you can go to and get information from, including one on communications and mass media. May be useful for this class. There is also one on military and government. And then you get down towards the bottom of this list a little bit, and you will notice that there are some databases that you may ask, why are these here? Like the Mass Ultra School Edition, Middle Search Plus, and Primary Search. This database is sponsored by the state of Indiana and made available to all academic libraries, all public libraries, and all school libraries, and even to you at home through what is known as Inspire. So most of the information available in EBSCOhost is made available through that Inspire database. We've added databases to this, so what you see on the screen here is different than what you would see if you went into an Inspire. But still, it is a way of getting that information. I do want to go in and talk briefly about how to do a search. I'm going to go into Academic Search Premier. You can go into almost any of it. Up at the top, next to the circle that has EBSCOhost in it, is the search line. This is where you're going to type in what it is you're looking for. But before you do that, you need to understand how that search will take place. If you've been in here with an English class, you probably have heard this once. We're going to go over it again. The default search mode in EBSCOhost is to do a Boolean / phrase search. Question then is, what is a Boolean search? There are 3 Boolean operators that you can use for a Boolean search. The first one is the word and. Don't write that down yet. To do an and search, what you would do is put in your first search term the word and in capital letters, and then your second search term. When you do an and search, what you're doing is looking for both of those terms in one of three places. It will look at the titles of the article, the subjects of the article, and the authors. If it shows up, if both of those terms show up one of those three places, then it's going to be in your result list. Second Boolean operator is the word or. Once again, you've put in your first search term, the word or, capital letters, and then your second search term. When you do an or search, basically you're saying, I don't care which of these words shows up as long as one of them is there. Third Boolean operator is the word not. Once again, put in your first search term, the word not, capital letters, your second search term. When you do a not search, basically you're doing two independent searches. It will look at that first search term and it will build a result list based on it. And it's going to go back up to the top, and any article that has anything to do with that second search term will be removed from that list so that you have a result list based on your first search term without anything to do with your second. And that's a not search. Those are the three Boolean operators that you can use to do a Boolean search.